A critical drug shortage. It's a medicine some cancer patients rely on to stay alive, but the drug is now in such short supply, patients are actually being turned away. Richard Besser reports tonight from Boston.
Imagine you have cancer and a powerful drug. The one you need to stay alive is not available. That is the horror Allison Kern is facing today, battling leukemia. Her doctors here at Mass General said supplies of what they need to conquer her cancer had to be rationed.
I want to live, and I want these people with leukemia not to go through the pain and the suffering that I've been going through, and now the medicine is at arm's length, and I can't grab it.
This drug, Ara-C or cytarabine, is the difference between life and death for patients with certain types of leukemia. But Allison's doctor could only give her 1.5 grams of the drug, instead of the 34 grams he wanted to use.
And I found it incredibly frustrating.
Does that make you angry?
Yes.
Today we heard from cancer centers across the country. Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. We are really worried. Tufts Medical Center in Boston. There is no new stock in sight. Nebraska Medical Center in Omaha. At one point last week, we were completely out. And oncologist Dr. Hagop Kantarjian at MD Anderson Cancer Center in Texas has been told by colleagues in 20 states that they are experiencing the shortage.
I'm very concerned that as a leukemia doctor, I'm not fulfilling my moral obligation towards my patients with leukemia.
Of the 3 makers of this drug, 2 had manufacturing issues, and 1 could not meet the increased demand. A similar situation this past December, when we reported on shortages of drugs used for cancer treatment and emergency care. So for now, patients like Allison fight to be heard.
I just lost my husband of a brain tumor, and I promised my kids after I was diagnosed with leukemia that the same ending wasn't going to happen to me.
Do you worry now that you're not going to be able to keep that promise?
I do worry because this drug is important to me.
Dr. Richard Besser, ABC News, Boston.